cadets about, he's almost 50 years old. He was in Afghanistan. He hadn't been really flying combat missions for a while. He was up doing a mission. People on the ground needed him to drop ordnance. So at 50 years old, he told me he thought back to his tech training, which was 29 years ago, on exactly what to do, okay? So that just shows dedication. You guys are going to get trained here really shortly in the job you're going to be doing. Remember that. That's going to carry through the rest of your career. So make sure you're paying attention. It won't be as easy as AS400, okay? You got to pay attention. For dining out, we had Staff Sergeant Jason Morgan, which was one of the most fantastic speakers I've heard in my 18 years. Staff Sergeant Morgan was a combat weatherman who was paralyzed in South America in 1999. He awoke from a 6 weeks induced coma, and the doctor started mentioning what he couldn't do. He wanted to know what he could do. And in this last 10 years, he started to do things. He's been Paralympian, he's won medals, he does the Warrior Games, and he's continuing to try to do things. Now he's working out to run the wheelchair marathon, and he's working on getting in the U.S. Paralympian team. So what that shows you is drive, okay? What can I do? Not what can I do, because believe me, commanders, your mom, dad, everyone here probably doesn't want to hear what you can't do. They want to know what you can do. So make sure you do that. Last week we had another fantastic speaker. Chief Gaylor came, and I am not going to do him justice by the nuggets that he gave out to the cadets, but he gave a fantastic speech. Chief Gaylor is over 80 years old. He has more energy than me. Fantastic. He's been in the Air Force or involved in the Air Force for over 50 years. Two of the things that he brought or talked to the cadets were, your name is on the mailbox. And what that basically means is now that you are going to be a second lieutenant in the Air Force, you need to have pride in your Air Force, pride in your unit, pride in your country, and pride in yourself. Okay? Nice shorthand to think about that. Your name is on the mailbox. So make sure if something's wrong, you fix it right then. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. If you can fix it, you do it. The other thing he brought, or the other statement he made, was talking about delivering hot fries. People like hot fries. And it was a great story. I'm not going to do it justice. But basically what he was saying was, don't be a slacker. Always give 100%. Trust me, if you give 100% every time, you're going to do fine in the Air Force. It's the people that try to make a 50% effort. They're the people that say, you know what, today I don't think I'm going to do that hard. Trust me, you do 100% every single day. That's what the Air Force expects, that's what the country expects, and that's what I expect and the rest of the cadre expects out of you guys for the rest of your career. Give 100% all the time. Those four speakers that we have, one of the things that I got from them is that they have a love of the Air Force and a passion to serve. I think each one of you have a love for the Air Force and a passion to serve. I just want to, in closing, I want to say that I'm proud of each and every one of you. It's been a long journey. Some of you have been 4 years, 5 years. This is going to be a closing of one door and an opening of another door. You're about to be lieutenants in the Air Force, which is really not a small accomplishment. It's a big accomplishment, as you can see by the number of people here. In closing, I just want you to say that I'm proud that you're going to be in my Air Force. You should be proud that you're going to be in your Air Force, and the rest of the nation should be proud that you're going to be second lieutenants in the nation's Air Force. So, good job, and we'll get this done real quick, okay?
Oh. Our first commissionee this evening will be Cadet Patrick Britton. Retired Colonel Mike Winslow. Would you both please come forward?
Family and friends of Cadet Wilson, come on up and share this milestone moment. Up close and personal. Come on up. Family. I first met Cadet Wilson when I put a call out for a liaison with the ROTC, and he enthusiastically and ably stepped up to the table and represented the cadre out there at Midwestern State through our Air Force Association chapter there in Wichita Falls. And for that I'm deeply grateful. I have to admit, when he asked me to administer his oath of commissioning, I was deeply honored, deeply honored. I appreciate that. You're the last one to be commissioned, aren't you? Oh, okay. I was going to say, that would make you kind of a junior to everybody else. Okay, with that, let's get going here. I was going to wear a uniform, but I discovered that the uniform that was in my closet was designed for somebody about 25 pounds. State your name. I, Philip Reynolds. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force.
Having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So, yes.
Congratulations.
Depending on the rank for Lieutenant Wilson will be his parents, Donna and Carrie Wilson, and his sister, Amanda Wilson. Lieutenant Wilson will be stationed at Laughlin Air Force Base, Texas for pilot training. He was a member of Lima Flight during field training at Maxwell 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Wilson. Rendering Lieutenant Wilson's first salute will be Lance Corporal Andrew Galvin, United States Marine Corps.
Thank God I didn't have to go immediately after street. I want to thank Mom for letting me do this stuff. Thanks to Dad for making Mom let me do all this. Thanks, Katie, for helping me with everything you've helped me with. NCOs, Sergeant Ambrose, thanks for being awesome. Sergeant Haynes, didn't know you were actually going to come up here. I didn't know. Thanks for coming up. Haven't seen you in a while. We haven't known each other that well, but you know. Sergeant Davis, thanks for taking all in stride. Blake, thanks for being Blake. Everybody else, y'all are awesome. Street, thanks for all the interesting car rides on the way up to multiple times a week, thousands and thousands of miles. Thanks, Colonel Winslow, for coming out here and commissioning me. Andy, wherever you went, thanks for coming out here and doing my first salute. I think that's about all I got. So, Brandon.
Thanks for taking the picture.